Hello guys, welcome back to another dailies video on the channel. It's been a while really for a proper decent race this week because of the servers, because of the patch or whatever that PD writ on Gran Turismo. We call it the Ring of Death. It's been annoying really this whole week, including a bit last week as well. It's just not, it's took the fun out of like the racing side of Gran Turismo really, and yeah, I got quite just annoyed, just the fact that I was only getting like 2 races in a day, not even that, really. But yeah, those I've got 2 races here, in the new Mazda as well, as it's the new meta car for Gran Turismo right now. It will get patched soon, it will get nerfed. Not patched, sorry. But yeah, no, so we're around Trial Mountain, the reverse, which I prefer, and we're in the new Mazda, and you see there's just loads of Mazdas ahead. We did start from the back this race. I think this was my very first race this week. I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday, but I can't really remember. But yeah, no, so this first race, obviously starting from the back, making a couple positions, diving down that inside, being as clean as I could against that Veyron. He didn't give me too much room. There was someone just stopped there. Don't know who that was, German. But yeah, no, so these two are going side by side as well, the Ukrainian and the Dutch. The Ukrainian gets past in that Ferrari 458. I thought the 458 was going to be better around here, but you could just tell this new Mazda was unreal. As you see in this clip here, me getting absolutely insane acceleration, just about getting through and not hitting barrier there, and yeah, getting that move done on them 2 people, and we're up into P11 already in the first lap, and making maybe a move on this Mazda in front, going around the outside of, we're going to make it, it's going to be 3 wide, and it's a bit scruffy, and I just get pushed out wide there. Unfortunately it got back down to 13th, and the guy behind me is going to look down the inside. Is he going to get a job done? Not quite. These 2 in front are still battling ahead. Mazda kind of squeezes the Ferrari on the inside there, and unfortunately the Ferrari doesn't get through, and I'm going to look down the inside of this Ferrari. I'm not going to get a job done. I'm going to stay with him through this corner. Is the Mazda's acceleration going to be better? Yes it is, and he pulls out and I get the job done. Into P12 we go. The Mazda was very sketchy around that last bit there, as I didn't really know there was suspension you could change, or the dampeners, sorry, and unfortunately we serve a penalty there, which is unfortunate. RS boy decided to go for an absolute insane dive bomb, and he doesn't get that job done. Does keep on my inside though, so I do have to worry about that. Do get a better exit. Are we going to have the overspeed and going to be able to defend is the question. He is still on my inside. He does dive down, and we get bumped wide, unfortunately, by another Mazda, the German. And we've got still battling going on. We've got the Ukrainian still behind us, looking for that inside as well. He did look on the outside though. We bumped the invisible barrier there, and yeah, we continue our way. The German going for quite an odd move there, going very wide and then very tight, and unfortunately both of them people did get a bad exit, but then I have to serve my penalty. Back down to P14 we go, and that's really it for the end of this race. Obviously on the final lap we are into P13, and we're still behind this guy, this German, still getting used to the car as well, because the Mazda is a really weird car. It really is. You have to be very gentle on acceleration coming out of corners to get the best exit. But it's not bad, but like I said, it's going to get nerfed. Everyone can see it coming. It's just that bit. I think it's like 6 miles an hour quicker in the straights than the Supra, which is very strange. And you know, it has unreal acceleration, and there's no Group 4 car that can beat it right now, I'd say, in my personal opinion. But you know, so coming home in P12 for this first race. But this second race is going to be one to watch. Actually, no, like I think after this you'll see a clip, if I can imagine. You know, so watch this clip, right? So this is a couple races, a couple of days or a couple of races after, and me versus Dan, AHR Dan, very clean racer. You know, probably one of the cleanest racers I have met, except a CXI member, since this new update, and not being in many races. But watch this for an overtake. So coming down to his right hander, look how far away I am. I'm just going to absolutely lunge it down the inside, no contact made, and unfortunately I get the job done, and Dan's like, what the hell is going on? But yeah, that was a pretty sick move, so I thought I'd include that. So yeah, this final race here, this is a very good race. I very much enjoyed this. A lot of battling going on, a lot of back and forth, which was quite exciting. I see we've got an old face of RTR Valkyrie. Love seeing him in the lobbies. Very clean as always. But yeah, no, it's nice to see. We've got Dan behind us. We've got Byra Sport. He's quite a quick driver. We did have a few CXR members in the last race. I think that was Red Fox and Barry, I'm pretty sure. But you know, so this is a good couple of days after. I've learnt the suspension. I know the brake balance, and I've got a pretty decent lap, I'd say. I was in like top 40 at the time. I don't know what my time is now. You can go and check if you want. You can go and roast me in the comments, say you're slow. But you know, so for this final race, we're starting in P2. We start behind Valkyrie. We do have Dan behind us. We do have to watch out for him. This was his second account, so we did have a faster time on his other account, on his main account, may I say. But you know, so we're gonna watch quite a bit of this race. So we do start P2, which is good, right? So we're already on podium spot, but what happens is just it gets very manic very quickly. I think lap 2. You will see as we progress through this race. But you know, I see Valkyrie keeping a nice sturdy lead right here. Not gaining on him as much, but Dan is on me by a mile. He's like under 3 tenths now, as you can see on the top left hand of your screen. So we just have to try and stay ahead of him, maybe on this straight. But again, the Mazda in slipstream as well. It's crazy in slipstream. I see Dan moving to the inside here. He's gonna get a job done. We do not know as of yet. As we're under braking, is he gonna get late brakes? No, he's just gonna get that inside actually. He brakes and then lets off the brake just to keep that inside, and he gets the job done. So we're down to P3 here. So we have to watch out now for the Spanish guy behind, because it looks like we've had a really slow start. Obviously Dan's very quick, very clean. So it's nice racing with him. It's nice to be around races where you know that are going to try and keep it as clean as you can and try and race hard. So that's what I like to see as well. Coming over this last section, as you can see, I've probably improved. Coming through. Oh no, I've had a bit of a squirmish moment, and I think I hesitated there and went a bit wide. Coming on to the middle of lap 2 now, I see Valkyrie and Dan are fighting, and it's going to bring me into the battle as well as the Spanish geezer behind, which is good to see. Valkyrie is fending off Dan quite a lot. Is Dan going to go on the inside here? He's going to hold the inside. He's going to have enough speed to get on that inside, but he's going to be on the outside for this next corner, which is unfortunate, but he's going to have quite a lot of run. But Valkyrie is going to keep that inside line. I am slowly but surely finding my way through, but you have to think so much when you're facing against such fast people. As I say, I hesitate a tiny bit more there, and it just makes me lose a couple of hundredths, and maybe even a tenth by the end of this straight. But yeah, so these two are fighting. So I'm kind of third wheeling at this point, if that makes sense. Obviously Valkyrie going for that inside for the next corner, which is very, very smart of him. But I'm going to get the better exit, and it was 3 wide for just a glimpse there. But Dan again with an unreal exit. You just had to get the better exit off that other person. It's, you know, it's basic stuff, but with this car being a new car and getting used to it, it's hard to get used to because it's not been in the game yet. But you know, so look at this battle right here. So we've got 5 cars now. We've got Azam behind the Spanish guy. So we have quite a big fight on our hands. I don't know what the 2 behind are going to be like, but as you see, I'm going to get a bit of a run on Valkyrie here. And as you see, Dan pulls over to my lane, but unfortunately there's no slipstream there. It's quite far away. But we're going to stick in with Valkyrie, and we're going to see what we can do against Valkyrie. Again, very clean race, nothing wrong, no bad words included. But, you know, under braking, we're going to stand that outside, try and get the inside for the next corner, but it's not going to happen. And we are under threat from Azam, Sport. And you know, so we had to fend him off, so it was a bit sketchy there. Obviously Dan's now starting to pull away, which we don't like to see. We're under threat from Byra Sport. I've never really heard of him, but quite a few of the lads in the team saying he's very clean, very fast. Obviously he's in his top 5. But you know, I see here Valkyrie has a bit of a slippery moment, gets that 0.5 second penalty, and he's gonna have to serve that on that long straight. So hopefully we do get a pass before that penalty, or maybe we're just hopefully very close coming on to the long straight. But as you see, Dan is pulling away like crazy on his final lap, so we just have to try and stay with Valkyrie, hopefully not mess up in any corners, as it's very easy to. And yeah, so Azam's actually made a position. He's got past Byra Sport. Don't know if he's done it clean or not, but I don't know. I'm not saying any bad words. But he's got the move done for 4th, so he's going to be under threat from Byra Sport for this last lap. We're just going to have to try and stick with Valkyrie here, and hopefully get that P2 again, which we should have. And see, we're a 10th up on the fastest lap as well, which is good to see. Dan must be fastest as well, having the fastest sector as well. I see we're quite far away from Valkyrie, but that 0.5 second on that straight is very scary. Even if you get 1 second or 2 seconds, that is just, you know, it's a lifetime. But yeah, no, so we get the job done for P2. Now all we have to do is just keep it consistent and try not to let P3 get me on this last sector. So this last sector is very difficult. Like, you just have to kind of get your exits right. You have to try and get the entry right as well to get the best exit you can. And again, the gearing was a bit strange. I didn't really know what gear to be in, so I was kind of going off of what my own self was doing in my fastest lap and stuff. So yeah, it was all a bit all over the place. But as I said, it's a new car, so you have to try and get used to it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're at a disadvantage. But you know, so coming across the line, a nice P2 to end off this video. Sorry there's not been that much daily racing this week, especially on the streams, because again, it's just the lobbies are just absolutely diabolical right now. But yeah, so that ends off a nice little video for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye guys.